1st is when they sent out the email. I was one of the first handful of students that they picked out of the entire pile for the 127 people that would get in out of 4,000 applicants. Yeah, it was pretty intense, which I mean, that in itself, you sort of realize how it was as stressful as it was. I just didn't think there's absolutely no chance. I started late, I procrastinated, all that stuff, but I was starting to put it together in my mind, and it was that help putting it together, figuring out what was good and what was bad, that made an entire world of difference. And I probably wouldn't have gotten in. I probably would have gotten, like I said, thrown out in the first stack had I not pursued help when I did.
So that's what you did with your work. Oh, this is really good.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that was pretty much how the whole thing went. They want to
see that.
So it's like, oh, I think this is really good. Really? And then
I don't know what I'd be doing without you here to even, like, you know, shoot me a word, but now and again, be completely lost.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be, you know, handing in a book of that and probably, you know, walking away very discouraged a month from now.
Sort of started getting really into working on my portfolio in January. I had very little idea of what I wanted to accomplish. All I knew is that it had to be artwork, and it had to be in some kind of book, and the architecture people needed to like it, but I didn't really know how to do all of that in a way that would be meaningful. So, I mean, over time, talking with Karen and working with her services, and I think I pulled it off considering how little time I gave myself in the end. And it was ultimately much more successful than I think it ever could have been had I attempted to accomplish this on my own. So now that I've realized that I'm actually better at this than I thought I was in terms of art, I've started to pursue it more sort of as a hobby.
And knowing where you ranked, that should help you go in feeling confident too.
Yeah, like walking in the door on whatever the day it is that classes start, I'm gonna feel pretty good.
Awesome, that's great.
But yeah, if you can take no clue to early acceptance in a month and a half, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Karen, I would totally recommend your teaching. I would totally recommend people talk to you. You're very knowledgeable. You know the whole thing inside and out. And I'm so glad